Okay, going live. I'm live. Okay. Almost missed the 1900 deadline here because I just put in a new keg in the Philips Perfect Draft, and just wanted to give me foam. Anyway, I'm drinking Spaten right now. So skål! Finally Friday. Right. So let's see here. Abbe, Puff Trump by Deer, Noble Carl, Leo, Viking 1 is in Roslagen. That's nice, good shit. Mats Eriksson is with us, skål på det med. Normal Citizen, Greg, Fall Weather Friend, Mangan, Sick, Jonas. Skål på det allihopa. Righty-ho. So I gave up on my old webcam. I'm just doing this one now. I'm not sure what is wrong with it. I'm guessing I have a USB hub or something that's dying on me. So, boop. Let's do it like this, I guess. So, the title is a tiny update on the Firearms Directive stream. So, what's happened? So, it's June the 2nd now. And what happened? We supposedly had a debate, but what actually happened is this. The Justice Department basically says that the government's suggestion regarding implementation of the Firearms Directive is jättebra, very good, we should do that. The only political party that's going against it is the Center Party, trying to score some brownie points with hunters, I guess. But those assholes were for an even worse version of this shit. So yeah, and they're making a bunch of bullshit claims here. So Stenberg here then is actually a really good guy, and he's not very happy, not totally happy is the correct translation, and he's done what he could to make it not shitty. Well, you didn't do enough, sorry to say. It is shitty. It's not as shitty as the socialist version of this bullshit, but it's still shitty. It could have been worse. The finalized proposal has not yet dropped. I'll do a separate video of that when that comes. That'll be in a couple of days on the 7th. So that's next week. Let's see, what other arguments does Sten have here? Everyone knows that this will not solve any issues with criminals. I like that he actually goes out and say this, like, he's totally transparent, and he says that this does nothing against criminality or terrorists or whatever. This is just a bullshit law from the European Union. The sad thing is, it's kind of instigated by Swedish politicians in the beginning, back in 2014. Now we're forced to eat this bullshit sandwich. But he's also saying that there's a greater work revamping the entire law that's being worked on in the background. And as far as I know, the directives for that investigation hasn't yet dropped. But for example, removal of 5-year licensing for handguns and machine guns is going to be removed. So not sure when that happens. At the earliest, probably July 1st, 2024. The Firearms Directive will probably be official in July 1st this year. But yeah, that happened. So what do you guys say? Mangan is on time. Normal Citizen wants to know if anyone knows anything about Tika 590, 690. I don't know anything about that. A lot of skåls. Skål yet again. Or Falk says a couple of people are trying to get a license for the MR1 again. Why? Why bother? When the Naturvårdsverket gets their shit together, we can try to get a license for an AR-15 on a hunting license instead. We'll see how that goes. So this happened where I live, and that was Tuesday this week. So this is just like 600-700 meters away from me, and it was outside a supermarket called Willys next to these ugly buildings. Apparently, two guys started shooting against two other guys. One dead, bunch of wounded. Just saw the mag dumping. And everyone not dead is already arrested. Funny stories from that place is that someone was pretty angry at one of the shooters while they were wounded and started kicking him in the face. And apparently some other people tried to throw a bicycle on the shot people. These assholes are not very popular that does this shit. But in this case, it was a self-correcting issue. They killed each other or wounded each other pretty badly. Usually the shooters are like 15 years old. I don't know the age of these. I think they were older. But usually some older gangsters give guns to like 15-year-olds because they don't get any punishment. So I thought this was funny because of that. So the Justice Ombudsman is criticizing the police because they have to so when you're arrested you get sent to a room like this. It's not fun, and so you get to sit there until the police is done with their investigation or whatever. But now they had to make sure they're fit for kids. Literally kids must be able to stay there because there's so many kids stabbing and shooting and raping. So I have to make them child safe. How fucked up is that? And I read this as well. Is this visible? Yeah. So they don't get sentenced to jail afterwards. They get sent to some kind of child care home, and one of those homes, that's because so many of these little tiny assholes escapes from these homes. They're not proper prisons. They have to remove the barbed wire on the fencing because the little kids can hurt themselves. The little murdering, raping bastards can hurt themselves. So they need to remove the barbed wire from their little vacation homes so they can more easily escape and not get hurt while doing it. Right, so on that happy note, let's talk about how fun guns are. Hello, Kashberg there. Skål from Sweden. Yeah, so that's happy joy news from Sweden. Oh, have you guys had a good week? I've just been working. And I'll work some more this weekend. Hopefully I'll get what's it called? The Perun Firearms Blackout rifle soon. Was it? Let's see here. Which date was it? Mark was gonna visit. It was June 15th. So when is that? That's not next Friday, but the Friday after. Hopefully Mark will be on this live stream. Not next one, but the one after that. Mr. Serbo. Congratulations to Anders Bergendahl. He just got his first pistol license. You got like a 22 long rifle. Which one did you get? Did you get any fun ones? Oh, Booze and Bullets says it was a short week in the US. They had a bank holiday. That's nice. We have one next week. Tuesday is off. I think it's like the national holiday or something. Okay, Lars got an MK4 tactical some weeks ago, paired with a Holosun Fireway T and a suppressor. So you do know that suppressors are not okay on handguns, while competing at least. You can get one and that's fine. So let's see, which one did you get? So tactical one, was it a tac? Let's see here, tac. So yeah, okay, I got this one. So I have something similar. I have the this one, it might be this one. So I have this one, 2245, but I don't have all the rails on it. I just have the regular sights. So this one without all the rails, that's the one I have, and I've basically changed everything inside of it. So I guess this one is the one you got. It's nice. I would prefer to have this one. I have the old model that's horrible to take apart, but I would like this one with a new takedown system, because this angle is better for target shooting, according to me at least. But I probably wouldn't put a red dot on it. I've never been comfortable with red dots on handguns, and it's only a training issue. It's only a training issue. You probably shoot better with a red dot when you train with it. Piotr is going to Stockholm on the 14th. Any shooting range you guys can recommend that will allow a foreigner with needing to max out my credit card? You will need to max out your credit card. What's it called? Let's see here. So, I think it's the Target Shooting Club. So, so this one is pretty popular. The Target Shooting Club. So you just take the train to this station. This is the train station, and then you basically walk over there, grab a cab or something. But be prepared to pay a lot of money, a lot of money to do this. It's pretty expensive, and yeah, it's mainly pistol caliber stuff as well. So 22s and perhaps some like a PC carbine or whatever. It's not super fancy, but it is super expensive. Piotr wants to shoot typical Swedish guns that they don't have in Poland. So let's see what's included in this then. Glock, Walter PPQ. There is no typical Swedish handguns. So the police and everyone has a Glock nowadays. Before that they had a SIG, and those were pretty shitty. Glock is a Glock, but you can shoot that anywhere. You're never gonna find like a Swedish military rifle you can fire or anything like that. There's basically the Target, and there's one other. What's that? I don't remember the name of it, but it's even worse than Target when it comes to how expensive it is. It's right next to where I live, actually. Let's see if I have it on my map. So it is very close to FMJ shooting range. So yeah, this place exists as well. So yeah, they are super cringe, super cringe, and they're probably super expensive as well. But probably get to shoot more cool shit here. So as a private citizen, you can show up and test stuff. So yeah, it's possible to do it there. Should probably just email them or call them or something. Probably need to book a time or something. I don't. Yeah, here's a big red button to book some time. Let's press it and see what happens. Yeah, does it say what does it cost? Okay, so it's pretty much the same cost. About 120 euros per person. And it's just a few shots Seems to be only handguns. There's a bunch of difference. If you want to pay 1,000 euros, you can do this. I would never pay that. That's a bit too much. A path trampled by deer says he should go to Tallinn instead in Estonia. A lot cheaper and better choices when it comes to weapon. Yeah. Yep. That's true. The FMJ place is just like 100 meters away from that shootout this Tuesday I was talking about earlier. Yeah, there is better places if you want to try out stuff. Sweden is pretty expensive. Normal citizen has the best suggestion. Become friends with a gun owner and offer them beer in exchange for pew pew. Yeah, that's the way to do it. Ever shot black powder like a musket? Since I got one, I have a slight urge to try it out. I've shot a black powder cannon. I have my tiny little black powder cannon. I've shot bigger cannons as well, like proper large ones. Not with any sort of grenade or just the powder. Never actually shooting anything. Just making noise. But yeah, mainly cannons. Not actually rifles or guns or whatever. Piotr says he has a firearms license in Poland. I have a Glock and an AR. Visiting my family in Stockholm. Thought about trying guns I never shot before. You're not gonna find that in Stockholm. It's just gonna be the same as everywhere else. Some random bullshit AR if you're lucky, or just a Glock or something. Because everyone wants to fire what they've seen in the movies or whatever. You need to find some Swedish guy that brings you to the range who owns some more rare stuff. Or like a typical Swedish gun we use as citizens for sport shooting is like the Sauer 200 SDR. For field shooting and long range shooting. Or some old military rifles would be like the Swedish K, or that's pretty rare nowadays, so good luck finding someone to take you out to shoot that. Our old military repeater rifles, for example. Did you enjoy your stay in Switzerland? We were just in and out of Switzerland, basically. Visiting friends. We didn't actually do anything. We just showed up, had some, how do you pronounce it? Raclette. A lot of cheese anyway. And drank some beer and had a good time. And then we left. We drove through Austria and then went to Neuschwanstein. I had to have a selfie next to Neuschwanstein. We never went inside of Neuschwanstein, but we did walk up the mountain and took in the views. It's a beautiful place. Yeah, even if I wanted to bring a random Polish guy from chat to the shooting range, sorry Piotr, I don't know you. I'm busy that weekend because Mr. Mark Serb is visiting me, so I'm gonna be busy entertaining him. But yeah, I wouldn't be totally against it otherwise. Always nice meeting people from other countries who has the same interest as I do. But yeah, I've been to Switzerland many times. I have a lot of friends there. Lovely people. A little bit conservative with a bunch of different stuff. But lovely people. Good cheese, good beer. Okay sausage. Mangan says, and you bring a Florida man to the range. Yeah, well. Point taken, point taken. Yeah. He really is a Florida man. I got a message from him someday, like with a picture of a alligator or something on it. Well, look what I found. I asked him if he was gonna wrestle it, but he just apparently saw it from his window of his car or something. Yeah, Normal Citizen is bringing to light that actual black powder is an explosive and falls under a bunch of bullshit rules in Sweden. So you have to have a specific way to transport and store it, and it's all bullshit. So when I fire my tiny little cannon, I have like a black powder substitute. I don't even remember the name of it. I bought like a tiny quantity, and it's lasted me for many years because I shoot like a couple of grains each time. They're telling me to start a pew pew company. So I do events with my shooting club for friends. So if someone's getting married or someone works for some place, let's stop giving FMJ more commercial space on my channel. Not sponsored. Not at all. Don't go to them. They're horribly expensive and they're also a bit rude. Anyway, where was I? Yeah. So if some friend wants to take their company pew pewing. I actually had a friend who did events for, or he was the security guy for like big concerts. So I've actually had, I don't even remember the name of it, but I had an actually very popular and world famous boy band at my shooting range, firing my AK and shit. Obviously, I was not allowed to take pictures or film them, and even if I wanted to talk about who they were, I don't remember the names, but they looked like something small girls would scream about. That's hilarious. I just remembered that. I forgot all about that. And it's always funny when a bunch of girls, when they get married and all the girls show up before they go out and get pissed, and they have their little hippa, and they get to shoot, and they always shoot really well. It's sad that not many women are interested in the shooting sports, because that's pretty much one of the few sports where women are better than men, and it's a sport where strength is not an issue usually, unless it's like you have to ski or something before you shoot. But usually with just precision shooting, women will kick men's ass, and if it's in a division of the sex between in the sport, it's because the women will kick men's ass. So it's sad that not many more women wants to shoot. Or Falk says, I need that powder, I got the same cannon now. Well, Google that shit. I don't even remember what it's called because I just got it in a little container from a bigger one, so it wasn't labeled or anything. So I don't know what it is. Anyone has experience of RKS Plus? What's RKS Plus? Hello Tom, did you buy a new gun? RKS Plus. What's RKS Plus? Professional shooting supplies. Is that like an American company? No, it's a Spanish company. I don't know. I've never seen them before, so I can't really say anything about it. Oh no, Tom got Ebola. Shit. Probably HIV as well. Oh, you bought ammunition. Okay, that's good. You bought something. I was worried for a while. For anyone wondering, I put Spaten in my Philips Perfect Draft, and that's what I'm drinking. Norma Diamond Line 308 is what he bought. Okay, so Diamond Line. Let's just have a look at Norma Diamond Line. For those who don't know, Norma makes really good ammunition, and I think they are active in the US as well nowadays. Anyway, so what I usually use is 6.5 by 55 field, this one, but as you can see the bullet is black, and that's because I think it's molybdenum on it. And what happens when you shoot a bullet like this is it will coat the barrel. So the barrel gets coated with molybdenum instead of the regular jacket. So you can't really. So what happens when you shoot a lot of bullets through your barrel is it's coated, and all the little tiny microfractures in the barrel will get coated with this. And after like the first 10 to 20 shots, the accuracy will increase because it gets tighter, like a minuscule amount, but it gets tighter, which leads to better accuracy. Your groups will start to get smaller. But you need to shoot the same thing through your barrel. So if you're shooting this, that's the only thing you can shoot through it. Don't mix this with regular jacketed bullets, because then you need to clean out the barrel. You need to clean it out, get everything out. It's going to take a while. And you're going to use some harsh chemicals. And then you need to shoot like 20 rounds with the new bullet, whatever coating it has. And then you get accuracy again. That's interesting if you want accuracy, but who doesn't, right? So that's the only downside to the Diamond Line, because it's either molybdenum coating or it's not, just regular jacketed bullets. So remember that. And so I guess this is what you got. So this is the one I got. This is really nice. Especially if you have a Sauer 200 STR. This shit will hit targets out to 1,800 meters for a Sauer 200 STR. It's ridiculous. Redonkulous. It's awesome. It's pretty much the best bullet. I don't know. I never tried it for 308, but I can't imagine it's bad for 308 either. So that shit is good. Our folk says the black powder is called Pyrodex. Might be that. I recognize that name. No. Rest in peace, Doggo. Kalle Syren's neighbor's dog had to be put down. That's sad. Mangan VBG90 apparently turned down a job at Nammo because he couldn't get a discount for ammunition. Well, shit. I would want a discount on ammunition if I worked there. Normal Citizen finally found ammunition for his bullshit caliber, .416 rimmed. That's good, Mr. Normal Citizen. Cheers to you. Well, shit, Kalle said his neighbor couldn't understand why his dog bit him and had to be put down. What dog was that? Dogo Argentino. Do I want to know what kind of dog that is? Sounds like well, shit. So that's the dog. I'm gonna guess that's one of those breeds where if you know what you're doing, it's probably gonna be fine. But if you're just an asshole who wants to have a nasty dog to look cool, and you don't take classes and you don't bother to learn how to take care of a dog like that, yeah, you're fucked. And it's your fault that the dog behaves because you didn't control it. Fuck people like that. They shouldn't have animals at all. Tom Anders bought 3,000 of that. Oh, the 6.5 diamond line. Oh, are you gonna fire any of those bullets? Oh, it's not .416 rimmed, it's .416 Rigby. Okay, well, makes more sense. Never heard of rimmed. Path trampled by a deer bit a dog when he was 2 years old. Well, you're just lucky they didn't put you down. Okay, the dog bit him first. Well, that's fine. Okay, so Piotr saw 9mm for 255 a round, 255 Swedish a round. So what brand of 9mm was that? Let's see here. 9x19. Let's have a look what that would cost in Sweden. So what's a box of 50? What's that in Swedish? So Fiocchi is pretty much, that's yeah, 180 krona for a box of 50 of Fiocchi. And I'm an asshole, so I don't know this. 360. Okay. Is there anything cheaper? That's, well, this is a little bit cheaper, I guess. Red zone. I don't even know what this is. Some kind of jacket hollow point. Oh, that's just 20 though. Fuck that. Yeah, so 360 Swedish krona around for the Fiocchi one. That's a little bit expensive. So STV 9mm. So STV is reloaded. STV is pretty shitty actually. Yeah. So I get why STV would be cheaper. Viking 1 says 3,000 for 1,000. So that's 3 krona per whatever. Yeah, you can never have too much ammunition. It's just the way it is. I'm almost out of beer, people, and yeah, it was a tiny update on the Firearms directive. A little bit sad update. I would hope that our dear politicians would do a better job, but we're losing rights all the time. It's not just gun laws, it's privacy laws, it's everything. More taxes, more everything. They're doing a worse job. They're just trying to be king rat of the sinking ship. STV is just surplus ammo, at least the 762x39. That's true. No, yeah, STV is a company that basically, if I remember correctly, I might be wrong. So when you sell surplus ammunition, like the Chinese stuff, let's see here, who sells STV stuff? It's Shoot More, though. Let's see. Let's have a look at their prices. So what's that? So 30,000 STV 9mm. Okay, I'm gonna have to calculate this. So what's that? So 30,000. Oh no, I'm doing this wrong. So 87. So 290. If for 87,000. Oh god, 87,000 Swedish krona for 30,000 rounds. Okay. But anyway, let's see here. So what else STV do they sell here? But it's premium quality product. I wouldn't trust them to buy that much ammunition. 3,200 for 1,000, so that's 320. I think I bought a little bit of this from them, 72x54 rimmed. But this is probably Chinese stuff, I believe. Probably. At least this and this. I don't remember. This could be... it says here it's Russian. AK-74 surplus ammo. Yeah, this is good stuff. This is really good stuff. But it's visible here. They have to stamp it with the caliber. For some stupid reason. It's European Union bullshit reasons. So they have to stamp the ammo. I don't know why, but I try to turn all the casing so it's not that visible. But you can see it here. Yeah, it's stamped all over the place. It's so silly. Why would you desecrate nice surplus ammo like that? It's gonna make it very much more expensive. Yep, I'm all out of ammo. Beer, I mean. I'm not out of ammo. I have a lot of ammo. A path trampled by deer says we're gonna have to get like a bingo squares for Tom's buy and sell. Everyone makes his own 9x9 and you have to have 3 in a row. The winner gets I don't know, the honor of winning, I guess. I'm gonna have to make that for my shooting club, an official one, and make like some script that randomizes a bunch of models in all the squares. And whenever we have a new guy entering the shooting club, he gets like all the usual stuff, and then his little bingo thing with Tom Anders gun buys. I'm gonna have to try to remember to bring that up on the next board meeting for the shooting club. That's gonna be hilarious. Why did I not think of that myself? Yeah, the winner gets a pat on his back. That's true. And eternal internet glory and many internet points, at least on my channel, for whatever that's worth. Guys, I'm gonna do something else now. You guys have a great weekend, and we'll see what happens next week. Exactly how they vote for the bullshit laws. Yep. Jan Hansen says, what chronograph to get? I looked at magnetospeed and lab radar. They both have their good size and bad size. The magnetospeed might give you a point of impact shift because you have to mount it to the barrel. So it's good for chronographing, but it's not good if you want to actually zero your rifle while doing it. Most people, precision shooters, put like a pipe underneath the barrel mounted to the stock, like a free floated pipe, and then mount the magnetospeed on that. So to make it good, you have to make some extra stuff for it. Same with the lab radar. It's sound activated and can be a little bit finicky to align. The magnetospeed, you just snap it to the barrel, done. But the lab radar, basically, some people have mounted a red dot on it. It's hilarious. Just to get it perfectly aligned in all dimensions, so to speak, towards the target. It's not that hard. I've never failed once myself. You just have to just look a little bit and it's fine. And you don't need the app version. Don't buy the Bluetooth version. It's not worth it. The app is pretty shit. And it's actually, I have the lab radar, but I'm gonna buy the magnetospeed. I forgot about it. I need to buy the magnetospeed for my shooting club, so the people in my shooting club can borrow it and do their chronographing. The magnetospeed is a smaller package. So the labrador is large, and you need basically a tripod for it and a bunch of cables and all that shit. The magnetospeed fits in a little tiny package, so you can actually just throw it in your range bag and always have it with you. The labrador needs its own little range bag. That's awkward. And yeah, so I would probably go for the magnetospeed. So now I'm gonna end the stream. You guys have a nice weekend, and I'll talk to you next week. Bye. Boop and boop.